I don't think so. You're already pretty heavy on the magic damage with the Rumble. Okay. Well, didn't see that one coming. So now you have the early game powerhouses of the Kalista Renata. Jax also can be great in skirmish. Same for Rumble. And now you have your late game insurance in the ASO. ASO has been kind of on a tear in playoffs in general. Obviously, APA, big fan of it. We saw Rookie play it as well to great
Game
success.
5.
Yep.
And that would be even better, but even so, we are ready for game number 1, guys. Let's hop into the Rift for the first game of this best of 5.
Playing with vertical jungling here, and if you're the one with a Kalista Renata bot lane, vertical jungling towards the bottom half of the map is going to feel amazing. One downside, obviously, is that Kingan needs to play very respectful. But he did go Ignite, so he does have a lot of kill threat, even into the exhaust. They did spot Lucid, he did walk Invasion of the Wave there towards bot side, but like they were going to know anyway, realistically, that he was going to go for a player. As Showmaker really putting the hurt on Chovy here. Does need to respect, because do note, Canyon is still towards his top side, but as long as he hovers towards bot.
Look at Lucid.
Done here.
Level 3.
Oh, they hit two.
It's going to be so strong. Lahens. Let's see if he can keep Pace safe, who has also hit level 2. The stun is going to come in, and Pace in a lot of trouble. The max range handshake gets the job done, and it's first blood for aiming in the bottom lane.
Textbook early game here from DK. Use your strong level 1 to set up and invade. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, yeah, that checks out.
Canyon now heading towards the top side of the map. Can't really get anything done here on the bottom half, so best bet is to just trade cross map, so definitely a good call here.
And let's see if this dive can actually happen. Kingan is level 6, so he can always equalize with the wave if he gets into a little bit of a rough spot, but he doesn't have any vision at the moment.
Yeah, good call. I think they know. Don't know if that'll... Yeah, it should be enough to fully clear it out. So, very nice read. Just those 2 minions not going to do it here.
In terms of his attention.
As we do have, I assume 1 star, maybe it's more stars being taken away from Kingan for going Mercs.
Yeah.
This is where we also see the level lead for Canyon come through due to his farming being a lot better. Currently up a level, about 18 CS, but I do think you don't contest this at Gen G. I think it's nice that Gen G are like, hey, poking and prodding, can we get something going? We can't. Completely fine. Get a plate in mid.
Yeah, I think the bigger part of that is that aiming is quite fed at the moment, as the handshake is perfect from Kellen, and Lahens is in a lot of trouble here. Might have to flash away from this one. He will commit to it. Will he even live, though? As flash over the wall, the Merc Tread's not going to help out in that case, as Canyon is there. And in fact, Lahens survives. So at the end of the day, Gen G trading up in this one.
Not staying alive. Oh, Chovy.
And they see him. Is it going to matter? As the handshake is great once again, but Kellen is so incredibly low. He is going to get away, as Chovy not quick enough to flash over that one, and Kellen has been spot on in this game so far.
This would be really big for DK. It's not the best soul, but it's a soul point nonetheless. Showmaker has his ultimate available, but they're very late. I think this is already gone. Can they find the fight?
Well, I mean,
Lucid, he's running
into the pit, but he's going to have to, yeah, he's going to get it. Okay, gets into the pit, smites it away, and Gen Z are like, all right.
Maybe Showmaker can find a big ult, but that's a little bit conditional, Kellen.
Well, this is one way to do it. We mentioned it before, the engage Renata, and then they just press Devour and flash away. And the follow-up is just not there. So
stand for shenanigans, Valdez. They watch them and they're like, nope, not doing it.
And yeah, Kellen has to Mikhails himself before the fight even begins.
It's gone.
They are struggling to even approach the Drake.
Oh, they're gonna try. They're 5k gold behind.
Just naturally. I mean, the score is 1-1. No way! He just rooted everybody. Jumps on into his team. And yeah, that's a struggle. Kellen is going to have to get Fates called, and D plus Kia are just running tail tucked. I mean,
gets hit.
It just shows the struggle. Like,
it shows the struggle. Oh god.
Well, speaking of struggling, there's no Fates call, there's no flash, there's no Kellen. He did survive there with the bait, or the bailout rather.
Chovy.
So
yeah, you got to try something.
Chovy should have known that this was coming in. Now, Fate's call is just all right.
Flash for flash.
Trading flashes. I suppose that's good for DK. As now, again, they're just keeping him at arm's length, and DK are like, well, we don't have engage. We don't have a way to get in there. The ult comes down from Showmaker, and they're just being poked out. Has a lick. in the bush does happen once again. Canyon does get handshook quite a bit as, yeah, that's going to be the end of Kellen. That was your engage, I guess, as now here comes Canyon with the R button, gets the job done. Well, actually, he gets the job done to himself, just dies immediately. Speaking of which, he's going to do it again. Lucid this time flashes on in, and this time it makes sense. Able to get away, but look at this front line. Kingen just being murdered as he goes down quite quickly to the damage of the TF and the Azir. Just on the chase. So Canyon, once again, kind of just trading his life, but gets the flash out of Lucid, gets a kill for Genji. Now it's 4-on-4.
And with every Counter-Strike, you're like, is he going to go in? But if he goes in, he dies. But if he doesn't go in, they also die.
Yeah. Oh, and that has been the game
Maybe
so
this
far.
is the one.
All right, well, we do have a very funny-looking handshake as now Jovi just going to sweep him up, but he just dashes away, but over the wall goes Showmaker. Will collect the kill. And now this dragon is quite scary, but he dashes away, actually, as the follow-up does come in here, and the damage from Pays and from Keen is too huge. The range as well. Just going to shell like artillery over there, Tom Kench. Picks up a kill. And now he got this Drake on the way. Genji looking to set up for that.
Showmaker.
Meanwhile, this time Canyon's going to send it, and you know what? He's kind of alone, as meanwhile on the top side, Keen just getting on in there. They're going to pick off Kingen, and Canyon actually got out somehow.
Used for DK, 2 for Genji. But like, I think Genji generally don't ever need to do Baron. And as long as they don't flip and don't let DK get back in the game that way, look, they can just push.
Yeah.
Just get the inhibs and not care.
And you see DK, they're going to try to force this one. Lahens, though, tanking up so much. And meanwhile, they're doing more damage to the 5-stack of DK. As now Canyon, yeah, I think they're just going to stop the backs. As we do have the Rumble. This is going to be smited down by Canyon. And yes, he gives his life, but he's giving his life to potentially win the game. And that is totally fine as the backs once again trying to come out here. We do see Kingen trying to get back into the base as a bunch of poking is coming down. Toby, meanwhile, is going to go down, though, as the bailout. Oh, no, he did get devoured, actually, as it will be Showmaker who gets taken out, and now Keen is here on the flank. He gives up the push in mid just to rejoin the fight after taking out 2 Nexus turrets.
And even Kingen on the player cam is like, what are you going to do about that? He was laughing because they are getting run around the map here.
Oh, boy. Yep. Flash over the wall. And Keen is going to take that kill, and you just regroup up in mid. I feel like the crowd is kind of stunned by what has happened here. It didn't feel like a normal game of League of Legends, as Genji will take game number 1.
You need to find a way to actually force fights, because if you don't, this is going to happen in the next 2 games as well.
Yep.